Just to conclude what we have been discussing, the innate negative representation of Chametz, how we have to perceive it, although we don't fully appreciate the spiritual detriment, the havoc, and the damage that it causes to our spirituality. As we had mentioned, if one eats Chametz, the leavened product, during the 7-day period, one is liable for Koreh, spiritual excision. One is cut off from his people, from God. That is its level of seriousness. According to Jewish law, there's a very interesting concept that if a non-kosher substance intermingles with a kosher substance, and you're not able to identify the non-kosher substance, if it is intermingled into a mixture where the majority is permitted, the majority subsumes the minority. But yet, this is on a rabbinical level, because of the extreme seriousness of Chametz, of this leavened product not being permitted to eat, or one is not even permitted to possess it, rabbinically, even if the ratio is 1,000 to 1, it is not subsumed. This is its level of seriousness. There's another ramification of this. Normally, if you have a substance, a non-kosher substance, absorbed in a vessel, and 24 hours passes, with time, with this period of time, the absorption becomes putrid. And therefore, if one should cook or bake in that vessel after 24 hours, there's no negative effect to the food that is cooked or baked in that vessel, because what is absorbed into the food is something of no value whatsoever, because it's taken on a putrid status. But yet, regarding Chametz, if you have a vessel that was used to cook or to bake the leavened product, even inadvertently, it was used during the Passover period, although on a Torah level, it has no value, it's putrid, rabbinically, the rabbi said, you cannot eat that food. Of course, it is absorbed with the substance, which its origin is Chametz. And because Chametz has such a negative representation, this extreme level of desire, haughtiness, arrogance, as we said, these are the characteristics of something which ferments and something which rises to become Chametz. Rabbinically, Chazal say, the rabbis tell us, we want you to have nothing to do with it. There was another interesting law. If one possessed the Chametz during Pesach, a Jew, there are ways to deal with if one has in his possession Chametz, leavened products before Passover, and one does not want to destroy it because of financial loss. If one sells the items, the food items, to a non-Jew, one is no longer in possession of it. But it has to be a sale which is an unconditional sale, not a sale for a period of time where the food item is fully transferred out of the domain of the Jew. After the holiday, if the non-Jew is agreeable to sell back what he had purchased before the Passover holiday, the Jew is permitted to benefit from his new acquisition. However, if the Jew was in possession of the Chametz, of the leavened product, and he was in violation of possessing Chametz on Pesach. Every moment he possessed that leavened product, he was in violation of negative commandment. After Pesach, the rabbis penalize that individual, and they say that not only is he not permitted to ever benefit from that food item, but no Jew is permitted to benefit from that food item. The food item is always off limits. Not only is one not permitted to eat it, one is not even permitted to benefit from it. This is the degree of penalty which was legislated and imposed upon this particular item.